Yo, what's good, guys? Um, I just stumbled upon this video right now, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on it and my opinions of everything that went on in this video. I'm just gonna start off by playing it to you guys. Hopefully, there is sound. So I'm just gonna hit play, and then I'll go from there. All right, so I have a lot of thoughts about this video. The first thing is he goes ahead and mentions that, obviously he confessed his feelings for this close friend that he has. And he goes on to say that he regrets saying it. He regrets opening up and being honest with exactly how it is that he feels towards her. Which I don't understand. Why would you regret, just, getting that closure? Because right now he knows what the deal is. He knows what the reality is. He knows how she feels. He's gotten closure. He knows exactly where he is and where she stands. And you shouldn't regret that. That should be something that you should be happy for. Even if the outcome didn't align with what you were hoping for. At least now he knows exactly how things are. He's gotten closure. He knows what the reality is. Imagine not saying anything and never confessing and just going on about your life and never really bringing it up to the surface. You'll never know. You'll always have that what if. The worst thought you can have in your head is a what if thought. What if? It's the same as if you are 80 years old, 85, 90, whatever. You're lying on your deathbed. You didn't do the things you wanted to do. And you just ask yourself, what if? What if I took that risk? What if I did? What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I traveled the world? What if I asked that girl out? Whatever it may be. You'll have those thoughts, and, it's the deepest form of regret, having that what if question in your mind. And had he not told her, he would have never known the answer. He would have never gotten that closure. So I don't get why he's, regretful of saying it. He shouldn't be. He should be happy that he had the balls to confess how he feels. Most men do not. They stay in the friend zone forever, and they don't have the balls to do anything about it. They don't have the balls to tell their crush, hey, I actually like you. I don't know how else to say it, but I genuinely like you. And I'd like to ask if you at some point want to go out, grab a bite to eat or whatever. Like, just being open about it and being honest, like something, just say it. That's going to give you way more relief and than not saying anything at all. Having that what if thought in your mind forever is just going to be torture, because you're never going to know. Like, you're always going to think, well, what if she was actually interested? So that's the first mistake, him being regretful. The second thing is, if she's not interested, why keep her in your life? You're just prolonging the pain. He's just dragging out the pain of keeping someone around that is obviously not romantically interested in him. Because if she was, they would have been together right now. She's obviously not interested. He said it himself. And by him keeping her in his life, he's dragging out the pain. He's just dragging out the pain, and he's making things worse. He's keeping her in his life, hoping one day she might change her mind. But it's not going to happen, because women are hardwired to always want the best kind of man out there. They're always going to want to look for the best man and want to land the best man. And I don't mean to be that guy, but you got to be honest and say it like it is. By the looks of him, is he the best guy that she can probably get? No, he isn't. Because as I said, women are biologically hardwired to want the best men. First of all, he's overweight. He is ungroomed. He has a poor sense of style. I'm not saying this to shit on the guy. He's probably an amazing human being. Based off this video, he seems like an amazing person. But just because you're an amazing person doesn't mean you will get what you want in life. In this life, it's, life is unfair. It is. You can be the best person out there, but if you're not the best version of yourself, you won't get what you want. You'll always be stuck at a place you don't want to be stuck at. Getting in the friend zone and not having enough money to do what you want, or, whatever it may be. But in this case, him being in the friend zone. So he has to do something about it. It's his responsibility to, first of all, make sure that he doesn't regret being honest with how he feels. He should, take pride in that, because most men are not honest. They let themselves get friend zoned. They never confess how they feel. That's the first thing he should correct. The second thing is he needs to cut her out of his life. She shouldn't be in his life anymore. She's not interested romantically, and he only keeps her in his life because he has a romantic interest for her, He doesn't want to be friends. He wants something more than that. She doesn't. So he needs to cut her out. It's gonna hurt, especially when you're a man in your 50s, you're not the most attractive. You're not gonna have a lot of females in your life that want to be in your life, except for maybe your mother, if she hasn't passed already. But 50 is still young, if you're 50, your mom is probably like 70, 80, something like that, So, but you're not going to have a lot of females in your life at that age if you're single and you're overweight and you're not maybe the most attractive or the best version of yourself. So it's obviously difficult for him to cut her out because he doesn't have a lot of females in his life. He doesn't have a lot of female acquaintances, friends, whatever. So it's difficult for him to cut someone like that out, especially at the age he's in and the situation he's in. But again, he shouldn't regret it, and he should cut her out regardless, because the pain of having her in his life continuously is going to far supersede the pain of cutting her out. Cutting her out is going to hurt initially, but it's going to be better for the long run. He has to tell her, I can't keep being friends with you because I just have feelings for you, and it just hurts every time I see you, knowing that we'll never be something more than friends. It's going to be a brutally uncomfortable conversation because she's going to get uncomfortable. She's going to be like, why is he speaking to me like this, as if there's a chance of us becoming romantic, because there isn't. She's going to get super uncomfortable, but let her. You need to cut her out. It's super important. And then lastly, he needs to work on himself. Like, all hope is not lost. He's 50. He can still find someone. You can change your life dramatically. In just a couple of years, he can change a lot of things in his life to make himself the best version of himself to date. So, yeah, these are the things that he has to do. He needs to not have the regret of saying it like it is, because that is the first step of gaining closure. Then he needs to cut her out. Super important, cut her out. It's going to hurt, but you have to do it. It's going to hurt far more than keeping her in your life. And then lastly, he needs to work on himself because he's 50 and he's single. If he keeps going down this path of being a victim and remaining overweight and remaining not the best version of himself, he's going to remain single and he's going to remain miserable. So yeah, these are just my thoughts on this video. This man, again, he seems like one of the best human beings you can ever be around. Like, I'm not shitting on this guy. I wish him all the best. I genuinely want him to find someone that he can live the rest of his days with and just enjoy life with. Like, I genuinely want that for him. He seems like an amazing human being. But again, you got to be honest with some things and just got to lay out the truth why his life is the way it is. Like, because first of all, he has regret over something that he shouldn't have regret over. Then he's keeping someone in his life that shouldn't be in his life, which is just prolonging his pain. And he's not working on himself to become the better version, the best version of himself. So, like, I want all the best for this guy. I don't even know this guy, but I still want him to fucking be super happy for the rest of his days. But hopefully he sees this video and, you know, realizes that obviously my intentions are pure. I'm not saying any of this. I'm not making a video to shit on him. I genuinely want him to be super happy and live the rest of his days as a happy man. But, you know, you got to be truthful with people. I'm a very truthful guy, you know. If my friends are fucking up and they're doing something stupid that is hindering them from getting to where they need to get to, I will be 100% honest with them. It will hurt their feelings, but, you know, it's until someone has heard the truth about them and what they're doing that they can actually begin to change. If you have yes men around you, you're not going to change, because they're going to tell you you're this and that, you're amazing just the way you are, but in reality you're not, and you need to change. Having yes men around you is the worst thing in the world. Having someone that tells you the truth that, hey, you need to change this and that about you, that's the best thing you can have. And if he ever finds this video and watches this, you know, I hope he understands that my intentions are pure, and I wish him all the best. But yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts on this video, and again, wish this guy all the best. And as always, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.